Hey guys, and welcome to the ORJÁNIC Part 2 overview. We are back. The second half has been done. ORJÁNIC is complete finally. Links down below in the description box if you want to get part 2 out in early access. Part 1 is already out on houseofharlix.com, so you can head over there and go and get it. And yeah, let's just kind of get into it. This one is going to focus on the interior pieces. So part 1 was all about the exterior and the foundation and building blocks, and then part 2 is all about the interior and just, let's say, sectional sofas. Anyway, let's get right into it. So here we are in game, and I've set up this room with my sim self and Felix's sim self, and we have a lot to go through this. Oops, spoiler alert. But we're going to start off with basically the main event of the part 2, which would be the sectional sofa. People were like, are you going to do a sofa? Are you going to do a sectional sofa? And I kept my mouth zipped. Nothing, but this sectional sofa was actually started, and well, basically the most of it was completed in month 1, when we thought we were going to do like a complete set in 1 month, and it had to be just pushed back to this month because yeah, it was a must. So this was created like a full month ago, and then finished off in this month, which it did take a lot of extra work to finish it, but we won't go into that. So yes, this sectional sofa is base game compatible. I just want to make that very clear. I've seen some reviews that are saying that it's not. It's base game compatible. Alistu over on Tumblr made a base game compatible kind of like working file for creators so that they could put their own meshes in and have the sectional as base game compatible, because all the technology is there in the base game. It just had the flag to say it needed Dream Home Decorator. So yes, the sectional works with base game. The part that does not work with base game is the chaise section. So you will need Dream Home Decorator for that to work. That is the only thing in the whole entire 2 sets that need any packs. So everything else is base game compatible. But you know, the chaise is kind of like an optional thing. So you can still have a gorgeous looking sectional without the chaise part. So right, let's get into it. As I said, the sectional has all of the bits, of course. You can search for everything in this set by searching ORJÁNIC in your build by search. This is everything that comes with it. This is part 1 and part 2 together. There are still some things missing from this, like the columns and all the stuff that doesn't show up. Wallpapers isn't shown here, but this is everything. It is 129 pieces in total over the 2 months, and yeah, we're just really happy with how this turned out. We had no idea it was going to turn into this like huge mega set, but it did. So anyway, the sectional, it has all of the pieces to go for a sectional, including like this armchair. I like how they singled that out, and you can just have an armchair. There are a whole wide range of swatches, and I suppose you saw the sneaky peeky over here. Let's just zoom over. These are all of the swatch colors that come in the sectional. So there are 24 swatches. We decided we're going to do plains plus patterns. Now, we don't normally give you patterns in a set, but we thought, you know, we've progressed together and we're going to trust you with these patterns, because you could create something that looks pretty disgusting with all of these patterns put together. But on the other hand, if you've got a skilled hand, you can come up with something great. So we're entrusting you with these patterns. Please don't fail us. So yeah, plains, patterns. So we have like the geometric, we have the pinstripes, the gingham. This is the acantha sleeve. This is inspired by William Morris. There are some wallpapers that came with Cottage Living that were inspired by William Morris. This isn't from them or anything. This is we did all of our own artwork for the patterns. And yeah, so Felix works on this pattern, pieced together these leaf shapes to make this all over pattern, and it's super duper cute. This I think is one of my faves. So we have that in 3 different colors, and then we have this one. It's a bit like House of Hackney, reminiscent of, and it's kind of stunning. It could be granny chic, like it could be for an older sim, or you could be one of those, you know, millennials or gen whatever it is, and you could be just doing that granny chic. And so it could be, it all depends how you decide to dress these, is how your overall look. So it's kind of versatile. It could be super old and dingy and disgusting, or it could be super chic and like retro. And then we have this one that we are calling Flower Power. It was inspired by a House of Hackney print, which is like kind of, it just has flowers all over it. What is I can't remember the style of painting you would call it. It's completely gone out of my head, but it was stunning. It just all merged together, like the style. It's almost like a Monet painting. Impressionist, that's the one. Oh my god, words. It's almost like an Impressionist painting. So that was the vibe behind this, and pieced it together. And we're calling it Flower Power because, well, there's a lot of flowers, and you could do some serious damage with this. But yeah, over to the sectional. I'll show you what like a few of them look like. I'm going to show you it in Flower Power because we're living that Flower Power life. I think so far we have really good reception for this one, and it will tell you what, it was a grow on us. It wasn't an instant success for us, so we're like, should we include it, shouldn't we? But yeah, you can do a lot with all of these patterns. Classic ones. I love a good check, a bit of gingham in your life. Everyone needs it. And then also the pinstripes are super cool. I really like the blue pinstripe. And then of course all the colors, all the plain swatches that we've had in previous sets. So there's lots of overlap there with our previous sets. You can mix and match this with everything that we've already done, and you'll be good to go, and you'll find some kind of matching swatch somewhere. But yeah, that is the sectional. And of course the shades comes in like all the same swatches as well. So everything is there for the shades. And then we'll move on to, I think, the curtains, because that is something else that has all of the same swatches as the sofa. And as you can see here, so you can have your matching sofa and your matching curtains if you would like. You can be Flower Power all the way. It's a lot of look, but it's possible. So just a quick note about the curtains. They are available in all 3 heights, so short, medium and tall wall heights, and they come in the left hand piece and the right hand piece. And then also this pole, we've been asked about this for the bathroom for a long while, and we kind of worked out a workaround for this set. Won't go into the details of that, but the game is kind of finicky when it comes to this pole. So lots of times you will take this pole, and it is, I promise you, at exactly the same height as the poles that are attached to the curtains. But as you can see, there is just a slight gap. For some reason, the game decides sometimes just not to place it where we've put it, and slightly lower. But if you pick that up and you move it back, if you pick it up, move it higher, and then put it back down, it will go in the exact correct place. I think I found out a lot of times if you move it up the wall and back down before you place it, it places in the right place. I have no idea what the game is doing. Sometimes as a creator you scratch your head and say, what the hell? But yeah, that is the way to get around it. There is no need to alt place the pole into place. It should snap into place. You just got to kind of move it up and back down again. And you will want to put on F5. If you press F5, then you get the quarter tile placement, and that's what you need to make sure that these poles aren't overlapping. That is it. Whew, that was a lot. So yeah. I've put like 2 here to show you like the different ones. As I said, all of the same colors and patterns and everything as the sofa, so you can match to your heart's content. So we have the blue one there. And yeah, also some of them have different pole colors. So this one's like a bit more traditional. So you have a kind of, am I going to call this brassy? It's not brassy, but there's 3 different colors. Hardly any difference between these 2 silvers, like a warmer one, a colder one, and then this kind of brassy bronzed pole color. And you also have poles in the 3 different heights of wall as well. So because we had to do a slight workaround, you have the 3 different heights for the pole and the 3 different heights for the curtains on the left and the right. So yeah, those are the curtains. Then we'll just continue on this. Almost forgot, we also have some cushions, throw cushions. We needed one of these, well, some of these in our sets. Some people, I think I regularly see some people only have our sets in, don't even have some of my own stuff in there either, but I don't think I've ever had a cushion in one of my sets. So finally we managed to get some throw cushions. These will place even without move objects on. You can place these exactly where you want to on your sofa, and they come in all of the colors of your sofa as well. So you can have, you know, your matching stripes, or you can have your accents. So there's a lot of customization here. You can mix match patterns till kingdom come. And yeah, so it comes in this square one, and then it's also got this back sized one, so you know, just support your lower back. And yeah, all the same swatches on both of them. This one, if you just size this down one and then press the 9 key once, it's basically back to the same height, so you're good. You'd have the option of having the 2 different sizes in the square. So yeah, that's a cute little customization thing. No tool mod required, and it will always be, by default when you get out of the catalogue, it will always be at the correct height for your sofa, and also, well, all other seating, because all seating is normally at about the same height. Let's move on to the other seating that comes with the set, which is the window seat. This was kind of inspired by Felix and I went on a trip to the Cotswolds this time last year. Yeah, I think we were like just finishing our trip this time last year when we did the Jardine, and we had this cute first place for like 4 days, and it had this window seat. It looked nothing like this, but that whole moment of being on the window seat inspired us to add in window seats into this set. And we had nice little afternoon tea on the window seat, and so we included something so that you could do kind of like have a similar vibe. There's a 3-tile version, and then there is also a 2-tile version, and they both come with these cushions that you can place on, so you can have it all wood, or you can put on your little cushion and get all comfortable. The cushions come in all of the same colors as the cushions and the sofas, so you can mix and match to your heart's content there. So you can have this cute, let's here you go, all the greens. Yeah, and so these are proper functional seats, so they go in the window, and yeah, they're just super cute and inspired. A lot of the items in here were kind of inspired by stuff that we saw when we went to the Cotswolds. They don't look like the same as we experienced, but they're just inspired by. So yeah, that was our little window seat moment over here. Let's stick with the seating, and we'll go over to this bench. This bench, the inspiration for this was pinned on Pinterest, kind of at the beginning when we were first. Whenever we start a set, we pin individually onto the same board, and then we'll, like, day one, we'll talk through all of the pins that we pinned and why we pinned them and what we liked about them. And this one, I think I pinned, but Felix really, really liked it, and it was this bench with blankets on it. I wasn't that taken, but for him, this is like the whole inspiration for the set was basically this blanket on this bench, and that encapsulated the set for him. So he did this, and this is one of, I think, the first pieces done. This was used in ORJÁNIC Part 1 preview, like the sneak peek announcement, and yeah, it's been ready since then, but it was held back to go into the interior part. And this is one of those pieces that it just kind of all came together. This was I think one of the quickest pieces to do in the set. Felix was just, I don't know, firing on all cylinders for some reason. And it was like start to finish, like done within the day, half a day. But it just, to me, there is so much life and soul in this one piece. I think it's my favorite piece throughout the entire thing. So yeah, let's do all of the swatches on here. So you have the blankets for all the different wood tones. So it's like kind of pre-accessorized, pre-cluttered. And then of course you have the version that doesn't have any blankets on it. So you can have it plain and you could just have a little accent piece. Yeah, I think it's just super cute. And I got to do the colours for all the different blankets and stuff, so I had fun mixing and matching all of the like pattern combinations. So you could take that as like your inspiration for your sofas and have like your accent be that one, and then I think these are green. So you could take that as your inspiration, and then you have like all your matching stuff. If you aren't very good at mixing and matching patterns, that could be a good starting point, is starting with this and kind of using them for that. But yeah, almost forgot while we're over here as well. We have a rug. Now this rug is stunning. I think in the game we're all screaming out for more rugs. And this was just, it's so warm and cozy. There's planes, so I think just this rug, if I'm doing builds, I'm probably just gonna be using this rug and the one from the living room. So yeah, lots of planes, and then we have these patterns, all different strengths. This like colorway was inspired by, there's a carpet, a rug from Get Famous, and it had these colors, and me and Felix both love the rug. Which rug is it? Am I going to be able to find it? Where are you? I think it's Get Famous. See how I've gone like totally off topic, but we love it. Okay, I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah, this. Absolutely love this rug, and love like the whole distressed vibe that they gave with it as well. So yeah, we decided that we were going to have our rug in a similar color as well. And then we also have like distressed versions. So all of these colors that have full strength also have distressed versions, which are super duper cute. So yeah, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun putting this in all of your interiors. And I'm hopefully going to do a build sometime soon for this. I'm not making any promises because, let's just say, we spent a long time on this. It's been a long 2 months. But yeah, hopefully you're going to get a lot of use out of that. Not hopefully, I know you are. So yeah, next item is this side table. It's also available as a stool, but this is the side table versions. Comes in all of the wood tones as per usual. And it's just a cute little end table. Of course, perfect CC Creator size proportions, no EA proportions here on side tables, so it just complements your seating and doesn't dwarf it like some others. Then moving on, we have this lamp, this little side table lamp, and this one is just, I think this is another one of my favorites, and Felix created this one. And I think I did the colors, he did the mesh and everything, and then I ended up doing the combinations of colors. And I think it just looks, the shape of it is gorgeous, everything about it is gorgeous. So yeah, this lamp, we've got lots of different colors on the base, but then also we have some patterns on the shade, and then also some of them we have some patterns on the inside. So, you know, if you want this one, we can have some combos here. You've got your flower power, you've got your green lampshade, and then you've also got your flower power on the inside. So just, you know, just a little hint of it. You can we've gone full on flower power over here, but yeah, lots of different combinations that you're going to be able to use with your sofa. So plains and patterns alike, and you should find something that you like in there. That's the next one. Oh, so we have then this sofa table. My might look a bit coffin-like, but it is a chest sofa table. So in real life you'd have one of these, and this lifts up from the side and you can put storage in there. So yeah, that's like the little handle to pull it up and the hinges. And then this one again comes in all of the wood tones that we have going throughout it. My new favorite wood tone is this new mud, and we've just changed it now to pick up different highlights, so it kind of looks a bit like distressed wood on here. So it looks like you can kind of see a bit of the wood through and a bit of the stains rubbed off and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's my new favorite wood tone. And of course we've got the classic mid-tone, which is the default swatch for everything in our sets. So I just put this here in front of the sofa. Just a reminder that with the sofa, you're gonna need to make sure that you have automatic sofas turned off so that you can get to all of the pieces. Otherwise, you can't get to all of the pieces. So if you have that like that, you can't ever select a piece that you want. So if you click that cog and you turn automatic placement off, you get all of these pieces. So see, you have all of these pieces, everything you could possibly need. I didn't show all of these before because you know what a sectional looks like, but yeah, it's got all the pieces that are required, so you can mix and match and make them to your heart's content. Let's actually stick with the big pieces over here. Then we have the whole dining table. So this was like, we want to do living, dining and entryway, and this is the dining portion of it. We have 4 different chairs that come with this set, and the tables to go with them. So we have like a 1-tile table, and then also 2-tile and a 3-tile table. We have this chair. I think I've said it many times before, we love the wishbone chair that came with the cushion. It's just a classic, and this one is kind of reminiscent of it, but it's like more rustic and countrified. We're gonna say it like that. So the cute little details like the knots on here, and we have one that has just the wooden seat and then one that has a coloured little seat pad. So there's lots of different colours to go through that you can mix and match there. So yeah, if you don't find a good colour combo that you like in there, you can just use the plain wood one. Then we have this one, which is the little Bavarian chair. This one is wholeheartedly Felix's responsibility and his input, because Bavarian is, you know, Bavarian, and I'm definitely not no. So this one, I don't think he had any family that had a Bavarian stool like this in Germany, but yeah, it was a must-have, because we are kind of mixing and matching British stuff, German stuff. We're mixing in kind of all parts of Europe. It's not just quintessentially British. This sofa is kind of, but kind of not. So yeah, those are the 4 different chairs that come with it. And then I said before we had the end table, but this is the stool version. So this, your Sims will just be able to sit on this one. So that's all of them. So as I said, 1-tile, we have the 2-tile one, we have 3-tile one, and this cute, super cute arrangement here with the apples and the blackberries. This is another fave of mine, I'm just gonna say it. And you have different swatches, so you can go through. You can have raspberries with green apples, you can have the green apples with blackberries, and then you can have the red apples with blackberries, and there's a whole load of different swatches for the vase underneath. So yeah, this was Felix's item, and he has made leaps and bounds when it comes to plants. This is a whole original plant. I know sometimes we used to take plants that already existed in game and repot them, but this is 100% original, and he just has suddenly had a breakthrough when it comes to making plants. So yeah, this is completely from scratch, done. You will not find anything like this in the game. And then there is also a little mini arrangement just of the blackberries that you can have on your smaller tables. Like, this is kind of major. You know, you're going to need a big table for this one. Also would look really good on the whole table that you're going to see in a little bit. But yeah, a small one. And then I like these ones that have the different colour, like top of the rim. Yeah, So a little tiny arrangement. And now this table is brought to you in partnership with Arnie, who is the Sims Plus. And our great friend Arnie, I was like, please help us. We are terrible at tuning. We don't know how to do stuff. We're great at objects. We are not technically minded when it comes to tuning and stuff. This is kind of an idea that I think I have had for years. If you know, I have a previous old set that was picnic benches separated, where you could snap the picnic benches to the tables. You know, we have a lot of picnic tables in the game. So yeah, I separated those out before and added in booths, well, benches that were like booths, but they have a little slight problem where they have the animation kind of starts off of the bench and then slides on. They work and everything, but of course you would need to dine out for them. This one, base game compatible. It is a hybrid, half picnic bench, half table. So you'll find it in the table section. This is always attached. Let me just take these off. This is always attached. And so you've got all the colors. This is like another version of this one over here. This is always attached. You've got the colors, but then you can put whatever chair you want. And you know, we love a good wishbone chair. There's a classic, so you can put the wishbone chairs there. You can put these, you can put whatever chair you like and mix and match and make a whole combo. I think you've seen this a lot in all of the design magazines, having a bench on one side and then chairs on the other. So we wanted to bring that to the Sims. So thank you so much, Arnie, for doing this out of the kindness of your heart and just being like, yes, I could do it. And then bish bash bosh, suddenly he came back and it was completed. Had some great work in progress shots of Sims looking like prawns laying on the bench, but yeah, he managed to make it work, and thank you so much, because without you this item would not be possible. So yeah, that is the special like half hybrid. We're calling it a bench table, not a picnic table, because it's a bad word. So yeah. Oh, while we're here, we also have these lights, these pendant lights. They are a bit of a statement piece, and made with tall ceilings and huge rooms in mind. But of course you should be able to size them down if you want to. You know, they size down as well. They look cute sized down, but they come in the short, tall and medium wall heights. And then you have all these different swatches, and it has like this, I really like this texture for the metal. So you've got all of those through there. You've got all the different colors. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, so that's the pendant light, and then we have this little light arrangement here. I've already showed you the lamp. Then we have these I'm calling them cake stands, and you have all the different swatches and here and the wood tones. So you have a tall version and a short version, and those look really cute on the table. There's those like centerpiece leaves from Seasons. I don't know why I'm going to do this now, but I feel like they would look really good with that. I don't know what they're in, but let me filter by Seasons. Must be clutter. Like these centerpiece thingies, I think they would look so cool, like mixed in with these, or like these ones. All of the centerpieces, I think they would mix in so well with them. So yeah, that's kind of something that I had in mind while making them. But yeah, you have the tall and the short version, and then you have this like twin little duo of candles. Of course, come in all of the wood tones, and I these two little special colors as well, which are super duper cute. So it's kind of like, sometimes we like to give you separated things, like these are separated, but then sometimes we like to give you stuff that is together, so you don't have to always rearrange, so that you can quickly do items. So in that vein, we also have the bookshelf, and then this empty display case as well. So this bookshelf is just a masterpiece. Well done, Felix. Fully functional, of course, and you just have all of the colors of our set in the shelving, and it's got like this grooved wooden back to it. It's just I love all of the clutter pieces. They're really, really nice. And then we wanted to do a variant of that. We originally planned to do like a taller display case, but when it came to it, we thought, no, we want this display case, but with wallpaper at the back. I saw one on Instagram and it had wallpaper inside this tall cabinet. And I was like, wallpaper, I want it. So this one has a wallpaper to go with all of the swatches. So you can mix and match this. Where's the green? There's the green. So there you go. You can have like a little combo going with the bookshelf. Where's this one? There you go. Made sure that the mid-tone is always like a very workable one, because that's our favorite swatch. So the mid-tone always has like the very much neutral tone in it, so you can mix and match it with everything. So yeah, this one has a whole load of slots in it as well, so you can put whatever you want in there. So yeah, lots of slots in there. And then there are a few slots as well in this. We have a slot down here and here, and I think is there another one there? There's one here and here, and then along the top, of course. And then we have this vase that is basically, we first had this lamp and then Felix was like, yeah, let's do a vase out of it. So took the base shape of this but changed it up and made it into a vase, which is of course delightful. And it has this little crack detail, and you got all the different colours in here. So you can have yourself a nice little decorative vase. Clutter pieces are always sometimes hard to find, but we managed to add them in here. And then this next item is a very, very, very special item, and this is a keepsake box. You can, your Sims can use it as storage. You know, there's those huge chests in the game that you can store items in. Well, this one is a keepsake box, and it's in memory of Molly. She was known online in the Sims community as Chibi and more, but this was done for Molly because she passed away on the 22nd of July this year, and we wanted to make sure there was something to remind us all of Molly in the game, and we came up with this keepsake box. Molly was, I would call Molly a founding member of this channel. She was just here from the beginning. When you're starting a YouTube channel, you start with 0, and at the beginning you remember every single comment, and you're kind of like a little family. And Molly was just there from, I think maybe less than 1,000 subscribers, and Molly was there, and she always left the best comments, like paragraphs of long comments, and they were just so lovely. She was just such a lovely person that I was able to get to know, and it's just really, really disappointing that she isn't here for the whole journey. So she's going to be greatly missed. She was also a supporter of Felix's as well. From the first video that I did with Felix's content, she went over and started supporting him, and I looked on her Patreon profile and she just supported so many different creators over on Patreon. Personally for me, she started off on YouTube. When I decided to go Twitch, she was there at Twitch, and when I went back to YouTube, she was back here again, and I went to Patreon, she went and supported me there, and she's just such a lovely person. And from the stories that she told me before, she just sounds like such a sentimental person that just loved her family, and she would tell me such great stories, and I just imagined that somewhere maybe she had a keepsake box like this. So yeah, this is a special item for Molly, and your Sims now can keep their special items in here, so you can slot all of like your Sims family photos in here and pass this like along from generation to generation. So we have a little Simlish M there that stands for Molly. So yeah, that's the whole process behind this keepsake box. So then moving on, we have this haul table. This is one of the items that was done last month as well. So I think we've done 3 items last month. Luckily, we concentrated on the exterior first, so we didn't lose much time with completing the first set. And yeah, whole load of colours. more than you could ever require. There we go. And made sure that this one has lovely slots for all of these decor wellies. People from around the world are calling these gum boots. Not on my watch. These are wellies. The British in me calls them wellies. I'm not too sure what they are. What's the German way? I think they're gum boots in Germany. But look, this is my video. These are wellies. So you have the adult ones, the kid ones, and then you have the little cute toddler ones. These are actually, no one spotted these. These are actually CAS items from The Sims. So we liberated these and turned these into decor objects so your Sims can match this. We did remove a little logo that they had here because it was blurry. So yeah, your Sims can also have all of these colors in game. If you have cottage living, your Sims can just, you know, walk around in these boots. You can change to whatever color your Sim is wearing at the time. So like a whole load of colours in there, and there's plenty of slots so that you can put them underneath here and store them. Yeah, they're meant to look like that. We had an inspiration image that had this whole table with welly boots underneath, so that was the inspiration for it. And then that same inspiration image had a giant glass flower arrangement, and this was this was our interpretation of it. There are gorgeous foxgloves that came with Cottage Living in Debug. If you haven't used Debug, the Debug like live edit object thingies in Cottage Living, please do. I recommend Cottage Living. I think it is a great accompaniment to this. I know all of this is base game only, apart from the shades, but I highly recommend Cottage Living if you don't have it already, because we have just been using this in Henford on Bagley like forever. But yeah, the foxglove I think only comes in one colour. I think it's might be this colour. I think it comes in originally in the game, and then we've added in some other tones, looked at what colours foxgloves actually come in, and then added those in. So this is really cute, and it looks great at this ginormous size. It is meant to be a big one, right? Big bouquet arrangement for your whole table, but also it looks good sized down if you want to put it on your table as well. So next, from that same inspiration image, actually we've done quite a few things. We can just move this down here so it's connecting. Is this a leaning mirror? So this leaning mirror comes in a whole range of swatches. Of course, if you want it in yellow, you can have it in yellow. You can also have it in red. So it's got quite a lot of different swatches in this. I think this has more swatches than some of the other wooden items. But yeah, all of the wood tones as per usual. This leaning one goes up and down the wall, but it's kind of meant to, like, you could put this on top of your fireplace, or you could put it down here so it's leaning up against the wall. But then there's also this wall mounted one, so it goes flat against the wall, and then you can put that, of course, like all CC mirrors, we like to have it move all over the wall, so you can place that whatever height you need it to. By the way, I was holding down Alt, just in case you're new. Holding it down Alt means you can place it wherever you like. And I also have move objects on. Highly recommend the new, is it Better Build By? Now you can just click on move objects on, and it's on. I love it. I always have it on by default, by the way. It used to be controlled by MCC Command Center, and I think this is overriding it, so yeah. And then we have this delightful, I think this is the last, is this the last item? This is the last item. Last, but in no means least, of all 51 items, is this coat rack. So this whole vibe here is kind of entranceway. Hall table, everything. This is like for your entrance. And of course, in your entrance, you have a coat rack. This is designed to work in combination with here, this bench here. So it's like the same width. You'd have this in your hallway, this whole like mudroom vibe. So yeah, you've got all different colours. Put your coats up. The jumper changes as well. And yeah, this is the last little item. I can't believe it. That's it. There you go, in combo. That in your mudroom. And that is ORJÁNIC completed. This is part 1 and part 2 available now. Part 1, as I said, is already out on public access. Part 2 is available down below with the link to our Patreon. It's going to be out on public access on the 6th of October. Yeah, I'm getting it right. Last video I said the wrong date the whole entire time. So 6th of October it will be out for public. Houseofharlix.com is where you're going to find all of our free content. If you want to go there to see all of these items, the gift to show all of these items and look through the set, it's going to be there on houseofharlix.com. So yeah, if anything, if there's a link that doesn't work, go to houseofharlix.com, it will work. So yeah, that is it. I want to thank you guys so much. The feedback we have had on this set and the amount of times we have been tagged has been way higher than any other set we have done before, and it just seems like you're really liking the set. And we had no expectations coming into this of what we were expecting and what reception we were expecting from part 1. I think for us, we thought it was more of a risk because it was just build items, and you have just been building like there's no tomorrow and tagging us, and we just love seeing all of them. So if you do build with us, please feel free to tag us on any social media platform we are on, particularly Twitter and Tumblr. We'll definitely get notifications over there, and Instagram as well. So yeah, thank you so much for the support. Hopefully, fingers crossed, next collab, we may be able to show you behind the scenes a little bit more. We have something planned for that one. Don't even know what really it's going to be yet. Our collabs just kind of happen naturally. I know before we said this is going to be a bedroom set, but cottage living happened. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.